His name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years, he was stranded on an island with only one goal: to get off the island. Now he will have to fulfill his father's dying wish and use the list of names he left him to bring down those who are poisoning his city, Star City. To do this, he'll have to become something or someone else. Someone like Arrow. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bro Jeremy.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Bringing you another video today with our friends Bears and Brockmed.
Hello.
And we're here with another weekly recap. This week we're going to be talking about Arrow and how awesome that episode was last night. Bears, you want to lead us?
Sure can. So the episode starts off with Oliver in his mystical, wherever the hell he is, saying that he has to go back to the city. He needs to. He can't stay any longer. He's got to go. Ask Katsu to come with him. She says, no, can't do it. Can't go with my friend Marie.
That's accurate accent. Okay.
I couldn't. I'm not racist, but I could not understand a thing she said most of the
Okay,
episode.
we can all. Jeremy and I were saying that last night. Yeah, it was very. The accent was pretty thick.
I had it like the volume cranked up to where Oliver whispering sounded like this, and I didn't know. I didn't know.
Meanwhile, back in the city, we got Roy and Black Canary doing what they can out in the glades to, I guess, minimize Brick's hold on the glades there. So a bar was being shook down, and they just completely wrecked shop, and it was awesome.
She redeemed herself.
Yeah, she kind of. She did.
Now apparently she is good at her new job, so that's cool.
While at the same time, we got Thea and Malcolm doing a little bit of sparring, at which case he tells Thea that she can't hesitate. She needs to become a sort of killer.
Yeah.
She must become something else.
Yeah. It's their life or her life. His first kill was actually because of revenge.
Yes.
And it was his wife's killer, or so we thought.
Rebecca.
So meanwhile, Detective Lance says he wants to help with the glades, even though, you know, police can't go in.
Yeah.
So he calls up the Team Arrow, and Roy Harper meets up with him.
That was a funny scene I like going on.
Which Detective Lance immediately lets everybody know that he knows what's up.
Yeah.
It's Roy Harper.
I thought it was really funny. He was trying to be all cool. He's like, Detective Lance, just like, Roy, just stop. Just stop. I know it's you.
So while they're looking over the files that Detective gave him, we find out that it wasn't some random druggie that killed Malcolm Merlin's wife. It was, in fact, Brickwell.
Yes.
While they're figuring this out, we got Malcolm Merlin who's doing his weird ninja spy thing and finds out at the same time.
Yeah.
Put a rat in their computer, I guess.
Yeah, put a rat in there. It was just like a rat sitting there watching everything.
Yeah, that's creepy, man.
So then Malcolm pulls out his blade again and decides, hey, we're not done here. Revenge round 2, electric boogaloo.
Nice.
Felicity comes up with this great idea that they need to triangulate the positions of Brickwell's gang, and they figure out to do that through walkie-talkies, and then they find out he's actually been taking over the precinct for some weird reason. I don't know why you'd go there. So they go in, epic fight ensues, and Flare shotgun beats all, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently. That was
pretty crazy.
And another arrow is fired into Brickwell. I don't know how many holes he has in it now.
That's what I was saying.
He just eats him.
Shot like so many times and he's still alive.
he's like Majin Buu.
Absorbing shots left and right.
Yeah.
But the arrow was actually fired by Malcolm Merlin, who wants to team up with Team Arrow and kill Brickwell. But, you know, Roy meets up with Thea because everybody's having a little bit of a disagreement whether they should team up with him or not. And we learned that Malcolm Merlin isn't just some heartless bad guy that we all think he is. He actually cares what happens to the city, or so we were led to believe. Can't say it's for sure, you know, because it's just talking, right? So then Roy has a little bit of change of heart, goes back, and apparently there's a vote. There's a voting system in Team Arrow, and the new guy gets the vote.
Yeah.
I don't know who made Laurel able to vote, but
yeah, I didn't catch that until you pointed that out. That was really weird. She just kind of invited herself in.
How dare she?
I know. Who gave her a decoder ring? Gee. So then Diggle tells him, you know, you're not part of the Wonder Friends here. You gotta go home. So then we go to a flashback showing us Malcolm Merlin getting his first kill in there.
All of the flashbacks this episode were Merlin also. I don't think you mentioned that.
All the flashbacks were Merlin, yes. With his fantastic haircut. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, no, it was
Easy.
great.
I don't know about that.
It was really stupid, but I liked it. Hold on, actually, I'll wait until you're done doing the synopsis before I mention this.
But yeah, he struggles a little bit. He gets beat down and shoots the bad guy in the back there. He looked like a druggie to me, so I'm just going with druggie. And then he decides he needs to skip town. Meanwhile, we got Oliver, who's found a road somewhere, probably in northern Canada.
Yeah, I know. What it was like they were on a snowy version of the island that Tom Hanks was on in Castaway, and suddenly they're just in a road. They're just on like a civilized part of town.
That looked like a Canadian road.
There are people just being smuggled across the border in this truck.
That's so racist.
Well, I don't know. That's what it could have been. Maybe it was their version of a taxi. I don't know.
So then, Katz is all like, "Good luck, Oliver. You will save your family." Oh yeah, I'm going to hell.
We're Asian. We're laughing at it. It's okay.
Oh man, that's right. You are Asian. In honor of this, I think at the end, I might break out my my fortune collection that I've acquired over the past few years of like really stupid fortunes that I've gotten from fortune cookies. I'll go over that at the end when it doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But I just want to share it. It's really funny.
Team Arrow, they're outnumbered. They turned down Merlin, so they gotta come up with some plan to get rid of Brick for once and for all. So they decide, hey, we need the people. So that's what they do. They get some flash mob thing going, and we have a nice thriller dance off in the middle of the street. We got Wildcat versus Brick, which seemed to start off really well. It was going straight up, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
He got a bout of asthma or something, and then that was it.
Got
He was
wrecked.
down. He was wrecked.
I thought he was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna take him down, and then it's just like, oh,
He did a lot of damage to Brick, though.
And then Merlin comes in, just completely takes him out.
Yeah.
But right before he could take the killing blow, Oliver shows up finally.
Yeah.
He's all like, "You have failed the city." But not really. He was more like, "Yo, think of Thea, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do it, bro." So it works. Tells him to think of Thea, and he doesn't kill him. So then we have Oliver looking all high and mighty, the big hero of the day, which in reality, he actually didn't do anything during the fight. But for some reason, he was there. He's all like, "You have not failed this city."
But his exit was epic.
Yeah, he fires off. He does the Tarzan exit.
Yeah, he does.
And then we got, what's her face? Sarah's number 2, who tells Detective Lance that the Canary is not, in fact, Sarah.
Oh,
even
boy.
though I'm pretty sure Roy said we'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah. The thing about that, if that was my daughter, if Sarah was my daughter, and this kid, because he didn't even remember her name, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're that kid, right?"
Yeah.
If he walks up and starts telling me that that's not my daughter, I'd have been like, "Bitch, it's my daughter. Who do you think you are?" I wouldn't have listened to her. I'd have been like, "Who do you think you are telling me who my daughter is?" I think I know, but I mean, then the story wouldn't progress that way.
Yeah.
So.
So then we go to Thea's apartment where Merlin is all like, "I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill him for you." And then we got Oliver who walks in, who's the king of timing.
Yeah.
And he's like, he goes to Merlin and says, "I need to learn how to fight, and you're going to teach me." And then we get that line that's repeated multiple times. "Only the master can beat the stuff. No, only the student." Dude. Yeah, the mastered student got it.
Yeah, that one. Only the master can make the noodle.
Yeah, that one. And we got a final reuniting of Team Arrow.
Yeah.
However, it's not all sunshine, puppy dogs, and feels.
No, not
Felicity has her reasons for not liking Oliver coming back. Like, she doesn't know who Ra's al Ghul is and says she doesn't want to be a girl that Oliver loves.
Yeah, and
they always
she
end
doesn't
up
like
killed.
the fact that he's
That he's
willing
working with
to work with Merlin, and all this time he's been trying to work against him.
Yeah, because she was like, "That's what Oliver would never work with Merlin," and then he comes back, he's like, "Hey, I guess who I'm working with now."
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what are you, like, why, Felicity? Why? He's alive.
That's,
Yeah, the fact that the entire time she was like, this is how Oliver would want it. We should respect what Oliver would have wanted. And then Roy had to be like, he's dead. Doesn't matter what he wants, because he's dead. I feel like how beaten up she was, because for almost a month, she kept talking about how he was dead, and he's like, this, we should stick to what he wanted, how he should, I mean, maybe it was because the fact that he went back on what she thought were his morals, that she was like, that you dying again must have changed you, I don't like you anymore, I don't know.
I mean, it did change him, but like I guess he got a new perspective, like, because he did try all that time to convince everybody that Merlin really is like a schemester and that you shouldn't trust him, and then for him to come back, I guess it was just kind of weird for Felicity to kind of like accept it, I guess.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't have felt right either way, because it doesn't feel right, because now she's maybe she's gonna go start a team Adam.
Oh,
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing that though. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
What was she expecting? Ra's al Ghul killed him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, speaking of which, I really, really hope they come back to that, because that entire break in between seasons, I was like, oh, they're going to bring in the Lazarus pit, and it's just going to get down, and then they just kind of were like, I'm going home, see ya. I just came back to life, and so did she. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. I didn't even really understand how she brought him back, how Katsu brought him back, but other than
that special herb that he keeps taking.
Oh,
Drink it twice a day.
As your medicine, drink twice a
Well,
day.
he can't drink if he's dead. He was killed. He was straight up killed and brought back to life.
I don't know. Maybe she dipped it down his throat and just hoped for the best. I don't know.
I feel like they're gonna do something with, I feel like they should have done something with the Lazarus Pit if they're not going to, because that's the only thing that would have made sense. And I mean, it's the DC universe, so use it.
Yeah, it has to happen, because I mean, Ra's al Ghul is gonna play a bigger part, and that's pretty much what he's known for, the Lazarus Pit. That's where he gets all these strengths and stuff, and his insanity comes out of it. So.
Yeah, he's the main villain of this. Oliver comes back to life. It's like the perfect spot for them to put the Lazarus Pit in. It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't. Yeah. And then she keeps talking about how, and because Katsu even said that he was going to be changed.
Yeah.
From being brought back to life.
That's true.
And on top of that, I was like, oh, maybe they're going to talk about Lazarus Pit now. And she was like, no, I can't come because reasons.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the likes and dislikes, I guess, about the episode. What did you guys like? All right, let's start off with like some of the things that kind of you found kind of weird about the episode.
That kid. I didn't like young Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Little Lucifer kid.
Young Tommy. I know he's a kid. You gotta have your patience with kid actors, and I have a ton of patience. But man, that was painful. Like, you could even see in like John Barrowman's face, he was like, you have to work with me, kid. You gotta have some sort of acting in there. He was like, Tommy, I'll be back. He's like, but you can't leave. And it just like, it seemed like John Barrowman was getting upset. This kid was so bad.
I thought Oliver was a little bit too humble of coming back to freaking life.
Again.
Oh, you were dead. Almost. No, dude, you were dead.
Yeah.
I would be parading around the city, be like, "Hey, guess who came back from? Yeah, I beat death. What's up?"
Except this time he was actually dead. So I don't know. He was a little bit humble about that. Maybe they'll come back to that, because they skimmed over that whole plot line way too much. Maybe they did it because they wanted to get him back to the city faster, or something. I don't know. Or maybe he's gonna like change. Like, while he's in Star City, he's gonna like change a lot more and be like, why am I changing? And then maybe Katsu's gonna appear out of nowhere and be like, by the way, you might be insane now.
But one thing I straight up did not like, Felicity's attitude and the whole thing.
Oh, you know, she's kind of a bitch.
I agree.
Normally she's that voice of everybody in reason, but this time she was just annoying.
Her thinking Oliver was dead probably did that to her. And then just to see him show up at the end of the episode, it's kind of like very hard to take that in.
Yeah.
But she wasn't even happy about it. She just went straight to being pissed off.
Well, look, she hugged him, but then he was like, I'm working with Merlin. And then she's like, I hate you.
That reunion, the last thing that they said to each other was that they loved each other.
Yeah.
And he just walks in and hugs her.
Yeah.
Like that's not a word. He just hugs her, or he might say something, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't remember it. But he just hugs her, and then he's like, "All right, we gotta kill Ra's al Ghul."
Yeah.
It's like, what? You please give her a kiss on the cheek or something. You died again. These people are happy to see you. Which, by the way, Laurel and Roy, that was really underwhelming. They were like, Oliver. It's
Yeah.
like, that was really, really underwhelming. Because I saw the arrow and I was like, hey, that's his. And they're like, Oliver. Hey man, what's going on? It's like he just came back from like a week-long vacation or something. It was like, what's up, man? It's been a while. You were dead, but
well, Roy was gonna go all Katy Perry on it, but he's kind of punching some dude in the face at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really hard to go fangirl and punch someone.
He totally was. I didn't even think about that. He was like beating the hell out of this guy, and then he turns around. He's like, Oliver, pop, pop, pop.
And Canary, she was too busy. Wildcat was fine. He just kept punched in the face a few
He
times.
was just bleeding.
He was winded. He needed his inhaler. Like, leave him alone. Back up. Give him some space. She had no reason not to get excited.
Can you imagine that? Just like you just got almost like killed by this guy. And you're laying on there, you're like, dude, I just need to take a break. And this girl gets on her face like, dude, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? And it's like, please, just back up a little bit.
I guess I agree with all of those. I also, for some reason, I have like a problem when Merlin and Oliver always talk. It seems to always be in a public place about things that they shouldn't be talking about out loud.
Because they have to be in public places or they'll kill each other.
What do you call that? Theo was like probably not 20 feet away from them, and they're speaking pretty loud about that stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Theo went. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go make some tea. She went to a different room. You could see her in the background.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably the only thing that bothered me, though.
They weren't whispering or anything. I mean, unless she like popped in some earbuds and was listening to music while she made tea or something. I don't know.
She has enough room to spar in her living room.
Yeah.
I think that's enough distance to...
But she has like a couch, a fireplace, and an island in her kitchen. I'm pretty sure it's very echoey in there.
Yeah.
I got a couch, a TV, and a coffee table. Watch this.
I just heard you. I hear you fine.
We hear you whisper.
God damn it! Prove my point.
Do you have wood floors?
That's what I'm
saying. Do you have wood floors?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so does she.
Yeah.
She has wood floors in a huge house. Like it probably would have echoed, but
but wait, she works in the nightclub. Bam.
Oh yeah, that's right. She can't hear anything.
Oh my god, a master assassin that can't hear anything.
Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't make her speedy, because she can't hear anything.
Oh my gosh. So what were some of your favorite parts of this episode?
The police chief and Roy.
Oh, that was my favorite. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I really liked that part. That was a good part. I liked. I actually kind of liked the Merlin flashbacks. I know it wasn't much, and it was just kind of like, just to get you some perspective from where he was coming from. But I liked the episode as a whole because it kind of like humanized him a little bit more. He's still a bad person.
Yeah.
No, but it makes you, at least, it convinces you a little bit more that he actually was doing it all because he was so beat up about his wife.
Yeah. I mean, it made me hate him less, at least.
Yeah. I still don't like him.
Yeah.
It's kind of shady to me that he's going to be working with Oliver.
Yeah.
But it's a common interest, even still. Like, even if he is a bad guy, he's going to at least stick it through until Roz is dead.
I also like how he saved Roy and what's her name?
Oh yeah, that was pretty sick. Yeah.
To me, what Merlin represents on the show is there is no defining line between good or bad.
So he's an anti-hero.
More or less. He does what he thinks is right, even though it may appear like a villainous act.
Yeah.
He still has best interests in mind. It was nice seeing Wildcat come back out and come up with the gang.
Yeah.
I was excited.
Even though it was short-winded and dude got to work on his cardio, I guess.
It didn't do a ton, but I was glad to see him actually do something. Because I thought that when we first saw him, he was just going to be like a stab at like, this is the OG vigilante. I thought it was just gonna be like a Easter egg at first, but I'm glad that they actually did something with him, and maybe they'll do something else with him in the future.
And just the culmination of all these vigilantes and heroes that are trying to save the city is kind of interesting. How much the show has grown since it started.
Yeah, I know, and there's gonna be like another crossover too.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know where that's gonna go. Maybe it's gonna be like Firestorm and Flash and Arrow
That'd
and
be so
Supergirl.
and Supergirl and Iron Man.
Don't forget Nightcrawler.
Don't forget Rex the Wonder Dog.
Oh man. Alright, so that went so deep, that was ridiculous. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below. Leave your comments as well. Go subscribe to these two. I mean, when Brockman makes his channel, which I'm hoping he will, please. Links in the description, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Wait, hold on. I'll send us out with a with one of my fortunes. Hold on.
What'd you guys rate the episode?
Oh, I give it a 10. I liked it.
Yeah, the coming back of Oliver Queen, that was definitely a 9.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd give
yeah.
it a 9.
I'm gonna agree. Well, yeah, because it wasn't a solid 10. I mean, there were things I didn't like, obviously. But
Oh, the next episode looks like a 10 from you.
Oh,
no.
Count Vertigo's coming back.
I'm sick of Count Vertigo.
He's coming back.
I'm tired of that. I'm so tired.
But I
not
like
just
Peter
that.
Stormare.
Anyway, are we ready for the fortune? I
Yeah.
gave it a 9 out of 9, by the way. Handsome is that handsome does. And there are smiley faces on either side of the fortune.
What does that mean?
I don't know. They're so bad. Like, I don't know if it's like this for you guys too.
You know what? This is perfect. We should just end it with those fortunes so that people can just get confused to hell.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I got stacks of them, and I get more and more every day.
Okay. So, see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.